That's a press release is out from U.S. News and World Report, which will publish a piece online tomorrow night, and it will be in the magazine on newsstands Monday. And I'll just read you the first paragraph of the press release about this story, John, and you can tell me what your reaction to it is. Soon after the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks, lawyers from the White House and the Justice Department argued that the same legal authority that allowed warrantless electronic surveillance inside the United States could also be used to justify physical searches of terror suspects' homes and businesses without court approval. Does that send chills down your spine?
Well, it does. It's horrific, because what that would constitute is to effectively remove the Fourth Amendment from the United States Constitution. And the fact that it was so quick as a suggestion, I think, shows the inclinations, unfortunately, of this administration. It treats the Constitution like some legal technicality, and instead of the thing we're trying to fight to protect. You know, notably, the U.S. News and World Report story has said that FBI officials apparently, or at least some of them, objected. And we're seeing a lot of people within the administration with the courage to say, hold it. You know, this is not what we're supposed to be about. If we're fighting a war, it's a war of self-definition. And if we start to take whole amendments out of the Constitution in the name of a war on terror, we have to wonder what's left at the end except victory.
According to two current and former government officials, this is the second paragraph that you just mentioned, the Bush administration lawyers presented the arguments to senior FBI officials who expressed strong reservations about the proposal, which is what you essentially just said there. There's another quotation here. Could not be determined whether any warrantless physical searches had been carried out under the legal authority cited by the administration, but at least one defense attorney representing a terrorism suspect has alleged that his law office and home may have been searched without a court warrant. The attorney's office and home, not the suspect's office and home. Is there a way to overstate this? You know, when you start to talk about the Fourth Amendment and the protections of the Constitution versus the needs of trying to track down terrorists, you can move very quickly into that tinfoil hat zone where you sound totally paranoid about you know what's happening here, and they're spying on us through the walls. But is this not the first thing that you would see if you did some sort of, I've made this analogy many times before, if there was a prequel to the book 1984, wouldn't this be somewhere in the first chapter?
I'm afraid it would. This is something to be very concerned about. You know, these are not trivial matters. We've seen a sort of broad-based assault on basic constitutional rights in our country since 9/11. We have a president who ordered electronic surveillance, as you know, by the NSA without warrants in something that constitutes a federal crime. Congress isn't even holding serious hearings on that. So we have a system that frankly has checks and balances, but none of them seem to be working. And at the same time, as we noted earlier, you have the attack on the judiciary itself. All of this should present a picture of concern for any American.